what the first thing is that you planned on doing?
Try and get this to work.
After that.
Right, so that's apparently live. Let's see if we are live here. Ah, it appears that way. Yes, we are live. There's a few people watching.
11-second delay.
Sorry?
11-second delay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Right. So there's a few people watching apparently. Good evening, how are you? If you excuse the noise in the background just now because the heater's just turning off. So this evening the plan is to carry on with this ARTF waterfall. It's something we started a little while ago. Don't know how far we're going to get with it. It's just something to be doing while we're sitting here talking to you lot. We thought we'd do it live because I haven't done one for a while. If there's anybody watching this live with us just now, I've got any questions about this, anything else in this workshop, what's been going on with NGL modelling and like that, just put it in the chat and we'll do our best to answer. That's all being said here. I'm trying to watch this on the laptop as well to see what's going on. But anyway, right. See the lid of this? Not a good place around it.
Was it me that does it?
You turn this box around so we've got it the other way. No, the box I said, just turn everything around. Turn the whole box around. No, I want the motor mount and the mounting bolts and the wasp one. I do, but I don't want these bolts. Could you get the M4? What I'm looking for is lock washers, or start spring washers, shall I say? Sorry? If you bring the drawer over. Sorry? Have you got some? Sorry, you? You got a feeling you can't reach them? You could always move things. Is that nuts or washers? Both. Right, so the spring washers I'm looking for. Let's have a look.
Entertain the camera.
Entertain the camera? How are you going to entertain the camera? How are you going to entertain them?
By dancing, I don't know.
You're going to dance?
Yeah.
You do dance all around, don't you? I'm not going to go without them just now, but on later. Yeah, we'll do that.
They disappeared.
Yes, they have disappeared. Oh, good. Nobody's watching just now.
Did that, said them.
What's that?
Said them.
Yeah, so anybody that is actually watching just now, welcome.
2 people.
This probably isn't going to be very exciting this evening. If there is anybody watching, could you let us know if the audio is alright? Still quite a novice at doing these lives, so trying to get the best set up for them. What we're doing. As I said, we're trying to do some more work on this ARTF Watt 4 this evening. A few changes I've made to it already. The bit I'm putting together here just now, we've got the original in there, yeah. The original mounting plate, or the adapter plate,
Didn't rather line up.
is set up so you have, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, well you won't be able to see them, but there's spacers here that go behind the mounting plate, and then the motor bolts to this plate. This motor I've got, it's a G46, the whole pitches don't match up the existing motor plate, so I drew up the design for, where's that one gone?
What?
I drew up what I did need, all the pitches and everything else, so it was all the right size, and then got a friend of mine to machine it on his router, and theoretically this is just going to replace everything. Now, one of the big differences is that this has been made from 4mm G10 or fiberglass board, so it's a little bit thicker, which meant I had to get longer bolts, which could also mean that I won't know until I actually start trying to size it all up. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine, one way or another. So as I said, anybody got any questions about this, what we're doing tonight, any other videos that you've seen, any other videos you want to see, just ask in the chat. Again, if there's anybody watching, can you let me know if the audio is all alright? I can't actually hear what it's recording.
Hang on, wait for a second.
No, but it won't do it on there. It won't play it back through it.
What?
Because it won't. The way I've got it set up. But there are people watching. I know that. So one of them is bound to be able to tell me sooner or later if it's any good, or if they can't hear us at all. Right, we're going to need to find the hardware in there for actually mounting the motor. So that'd be M4 nuts and bolts again. Yeah, something like that. But again, they might not be long enough. So do you want to get the M4 drawer bolts?
I want it long enough.
Because that's thicker.
audio is good.
Many thanks, AJ. Right,
Who's
I haven't got a clue. Right, M4 bolts that might be long enough. So we need some that are a bit longer than that. A bit longer than that one, but not as long as that one. Yeah? Forward. From here. You find them there? What did I say? No, what did I say?
It needs to be slightly longer than the other one.
Slightly longer than that,
Yes.
but not as long as that.
No.
That is what I said.
No, it is not what you said, because that is the other ones.
Which one did I get? That one. Right. Use these. Could you get me the little crossbar?
Well,
Probably not. So I'm going to need a 8mm spanner out the drawer down there, you. No, it won't fit in, you just told me that. You have to move your home fly.
what size?
8mm, I think. No, they're just loose, you in there. Not in a packet, they're just loose.
Oh, these are small ones.
Yes, but I want a ring spanner. No, a ring-ended one.
You're getting 9 and 7.
Well, there's 8 in there. Then. So as I said at the start of this, not a very exciting evening. Really. This is just to give a bit of interaction with those that watch the channel. Welcome to ask any questions or anything like that. There's nothing really exciting happening tonight. We'll put this four together slowly. Doing rattling around in the background trying to find a spanner. No, try the third drawer down. Well, go to the next one down, fourth drawer down. I bought a whole set of them, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yes, I did. Remember for doing the car? Be in the right hand side, really shiny ones. Oh, you donkey. Thanks, you put the right screws in, isn't it? Not the one that are too short. Found it? It shouldn't be too difficult you to find a 4mm, an 8mm spanner. Hey.
Why can't I just have one at the back?
Because I want a ring one, not an open-ended one. Which is what I did, I think.
Can I have one that over?
What?
Have one that over?
Could you just find me an 8mm, please? That's not, I can tell you that's not 8mm, it's probably metric, probably imperial,
I don't know what that means.
not metric. Why are you looking in the top drawer? Well, it looks like you're looking in the top drawer to me.
Did you say top drawer?
Top drawer, yeah.
Sorry. Yes, I am. You can see. I can't find the right one.
So what's going to happen?
It's the one that's sat up there.
Where? No, that's not the particular one I want. So what's going to happen if I get up, walk over there and find it really quickly? Excuse me?
Then I just can't look.
Yeah, where did you put all the tools you that you brought in earlier? Right, top drawer, first spanner I went to. It's quite possibly not the right size, but it's probably going to be close to it. Yes, it's not. It's going to be a 6 mm. I don't know if I got.
I had found a 6mm.
Sorry?
I had found a 6mm.
Where?
In the third drawer down, I think. It's in the one with lots of shiny spanners.
Smaller than that. Might have to be shifter size. Probably the quickest thing to do. So this is what I was saying about the bench. This isn't a good thing.
What size crop does this take?
12.6, 13.6, something like that.
Electric crop.
Yeah. So if there is anybody watching this wondering what the hell is going on, the short answer is not very much. It's us in the garage pottering around trying to get this airplane put together. Give you guys an opportunity to speak with us, chat with us.
Say what you want to see in videos.
Yep, asking for certain things, content wise. Can't make any promises, but we'll do our best. We have got some newsy type stuff to say, but I don't think I'm going to say that.
What type stuff do we have?
To do with that.
Yeah.
So it's not. This isn't an exciting announcement live or anything like that, or competition or whatever. It's literally just us pottering around in the workshop. Doing what we do of a Friday evening, really. Tighten things up. So we have got another little project that's kind of been started today. I'm not going to really film it because it's not really this sort of channel. Any plans for flying this weekend? I'd love to say yes, but the answer's no. I've got some work-related stuff to do tomorrow. The weather doesn't look good for tomorrow either, to be honest. And then on Sunday, we've got a fishing trip planned for the morning, or half the day anyway. And then I'm taking the girls horse riding. So unfortunately, no plans for flying this weekend.
Do you know when you're working?
No.
Never go on Monday or Tuesday if the weather's any good.
Yeah, possibly. The kids are off October week. Now they've got a week off school. So as Ewan says, we might be able to go flying this week coming, during the week, if the weather's suitable. And if I haven't gone back to work. Because I'm due to be, I was actually meant to be going to Nigeria, of all places, on well, leaving home on Monday and arriving in Nigeria on Wednesday. And that was going to involve a trip to the embassy in London and all sorts of things. But for various reasons, I'm not going there. Well, not yet anyway. So I might be going somewhere else first.
I think if we do get flying, we should fit as many models as possible into the car to get as many flying videos as possible.
Alright, well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
As if people want more flying videos.
Who doesn't want more flying videos?
There are some videos coming up. We have, last weekend, been away to a friend of ours. It become apparent what those videos are going to be. Ewan enjoyed himself a lot. Evening K, I don't know who K is. It doesn't actually say.
Kevin.
It's Kevin, is it?
Yeah.
Why is it Kevin?
Because your name's no Kevin.
Alright. Well, K, I've got K on here. You just said evening, guys. Evening to you as well. Apparently you're now called Kevin. Even if that's not your name. Oh, it could be Kev Fegri, to be honest. If it is evening, Kev. So what was I saying before you said that? Oh yeah, we went away for the weekend. Very, very, very tiring weekend. We left at 5:30 Saturday morning from here in Scotland. We arrived in South Wales at about 1 o'clock. Enjoyed the company of our hosts for the afternoon and evening.
Oh, hi Kenny.
Okay, you can be called Kev anyway. But evening, Kenny. How's you? How's your foot? So yeah, we're down at our house. Spent the Saturday evening down there. Then the Sunday, we did some flying.
Yeah. Some very fun flying.
It was very wet, very windy. But
What are you doing?
wondering why that's just come off.
Because there isn't a prop to tighten down?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Anyway, that can stay there before we lose it. So yeah, there's some videos coming from that weekend away. 2 videos anyway, because we didn't get much flying in.
You probably should have done the soldering before you put it on.
Do you know what? I was thinking just exactly the same thing. I should have soldered the bullet connectors on before mounting it on there. Oh well, one of those things.
Just turn it upside down.
Yeah, there'll be a way of doing it, even if you have to help me hold it and whatnot. Anyway, could I have the cowling, please? This is what I want to see. I want to see how the cowling line.
What is that on it?
Hope not.
What's
there?
Oh, I can see that.
Okay, so you just need to cut you off at the knee, yeah? Is that going to help the situation? A second. Well, that's not going to work, is it?
Why not?
Look where the prop's going to be. So we need to take the motor back. No, I'm not. I don't need that, Ewan. I really don't need that. Look, that's where the prop driver sits there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about.
An inch, half an inch, 3/4, some.
We're some too far forwards. Quite a long way forwards. Okay. Hot bit? What hot bit?
What?
Oh, for the soldering. No. I'll get him to hold the model. I'll hold the hot bit. He can just take the weight of the bulk and everything. Kenny, you have to send me a Facebook message to later on, once I've done this, to let us know what you're getting on with. Yeah, so you probably can't see. I'll see if I can show you kind of randomly. That's where the cow's meant to sit, and that's where the prop driver is sitting just now. So I actually need to put the motor back at least half an inch, if not 3/4 of an inch. Which isn't going to be helpful because it means I've got to make the standoff smaller. Right, could you pass me? That should be over there. Is it there?
Yeah, probably can't see it.
The thin steel rule, yeah? Got it? You're not a very good tool boy, are you?
Oh, can you see it?
No, because you're in the way. So, let's see how far we're going to take this back.
We actually do need to finish this in live.
What?
We do need to finish this in live
Why?
because of what happened last time.
What happened last time? But you can't explain to me what happened last time.
We didn't finish it.
Oh, right.
Sat on the shelf for about an hour. Not a month.
So very roughly 3/4 of an inch back. Three-quarters of an inch. Well, that's annoying.
Why is that doing
Because I've got to cut these down, or have them cut down 3/4 of an inch.
it? Is it?
It's not, because I haven't got a lathe.
You should get a hacksaw and
Or see if I can find some standoffs that are the right size. So I need to take 3/4 of an inch off that. 35mm. Let's do it that way. Let's do it in millimeters.
do you have the old ones?
What old ones? These are the ones that came in the kit.
You said that you had to get other ones because of
The bolts. Right, this does have to go back 3/4 of an inch.
what you're saying.
25mm back. So 25mm off that.
Try a pen.
Right, not just now, I'm trying to do some calculations. 25, so that's 37. 37 take away 25.
37 take away 25.
Yeah.
I'm not good at quick math.
We'll do it slowly then, just 37 take away 25.
Well, you already know what the answer is.
Yeah, I do. How am I going to do this?
Well,
You're not going to tell him.
I did say 12 before he put it down.
Right, so I've now got to get, or find, or make, or chop these down to 12mm. Don't really want to use washers, but that would be the quickest thing.
How would what?
Well, instead of having a solid spacer, stack up washers, but of the right size to create a spacer. Get me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if anybody knows off the top of their head where I can find 12mm long aluminium spacers, 12mm long aluminium spacers that have got a 4mm internal hole, not threaded, just straight through.
Why?
Yeah, Ewan's asking why, Kenny. So for anybody that's just joined, we're having a bit of a random evening in the workshop. I thought we'd do it live. Trying to put this waterfall together. It's been sitting here for far too long. It's going to go electric. And now we need to change the spacing of the mount. Again, I don't know how, yeah, you'll be able to see in the camera. These spacers are too long. Can I have the instructions just a second? I'm just thinking
Wait, have you used instructions?
yeah, no, but when you do this as IC, it gives you a distance from the front of the prop driver to the firewall, what it should do, for mounting the engine. Wherever that is. Yeah, there you go. So, it's saying the engine mount supplied with the waterfall is a two-part off the engine up to one of the mounts, moving the engine forwards and backwards until the front of the prop driver is exactly 100 mm rear face of the mount. Right, so 100mm from there to there.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be much longer than that. Well, it's not far off. 100mm. So we've got to shorten that by 12mm.
Can you say a bit?
How about tubing from B&Q cut to size and a washer each end? Yeah, something like that will work. I'm just trying to. Well, I could take a hacksaw to these. I'm trying to think what's going to be the easiest and quickest.
Do you have a metal blade on the bandsaw?
No.
Do you have a metal blade?
No.
Dremel?
Listen, I can cut it. Yeah, I can cut them. This is not cut them, but it's going to be cutting them square. That's going to be the awkward thing. I need to see if anybody's got a lathe. I could stick them in and cut them down. Because how long are they? They're 30 something mil.
What's a lathe?
Steve had a lathe which he used for turning down plastics and woods and all sorts and metals.
Oh, right.
That's a lathe.
Well, if you want to try 10 hours.
No, there'll be somebody closer. So that's.
School has one,
Oh, good.
but no one's there for a week.
Yeah. Right, so that's something we've got to think about. And then once they're turned down, we've got to figure out what bolts we then need to mount it. Use a drill and junior hacksaw. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I've been thinking of. Sort of make a lathe. But they're the right length bolts anyway, so they're only just coming through. I should say they're the right length bolts for that arrangement, which is now too long. Spin tube and cut. Yeah, that's the general thinking. Did you move that box for me? Yes, thank you. So I'm putting the leg out. So, right, that's throwing a spanner in the works. Okay, well, let's do something else.
Let's.
What? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing.
I think do it.
I don't want to do the tailplane just now. Could you get that for me, please? Yeah, mildly annoying. Right, can I get the undercarriage out and the wheels and everything? Have you got a pipe cutter? I have, but that stuff's about 5mm thick wall. These really are crap wheels.
Cheapest.
Right, your task, should you choose to accept it, find some decent wheels.
Is it not on the big wheel?
Well, I don't want excessive.
I got some already on the bench. Apple wheels.
Yeah, we'll take those wheels off. Yeah. It's going to be totally. No, we take the.
Get the new.
Right. Can you actually have a look, see if there's any. What are the ones on that undercarriage there? No, no.
Those are ones.
Yeah,
Foam crap ones.
they're foam crap ones, are they?
Same.
Right, okay. Have a look down in the wheel box or the wheel drawer. You have to move things to get in there, yeah? And see if you can find some like this, but maybe not quite so big. Yeah? Use pipe cutter to mark and follow. Yeah, there is that. I'm going to move on from that just now. I'm going to try and get the undercarriage on. Yeah, we'll move on. Well, you're not thinking out loud. It might be loud at your end, but you're not very loud here. I'm just getting your texting down here. So the wheels and everything that come with the Waterfall kit are probably the cheapest of the cheap wheels going. I'm not actually going to even open that bag. I'm not going to use the axles or anything because we've got plenty of axles here, even though they're the wrong size. Probably have to use them 5s that exist. So yeah, what, sorry? Battery tray. Yeah, so as you can see, this model's going to be electric. You get the conversion kit, should we say, for it. And it comes as a flat packed laser cut pack of parts for the battery tray. I've assembled it and I've then glassed the outside of it to reinforce it. What? I can't actually see what the wheels are. I'd rather not use them. We're going to be using 4S. That's the pack if you can see them. I'll wait for this to catch up, make sure it can be seen. Yep, that's the one we're using. So 5000 4S should last a good while. I have it on good authority that this model doesn't need this much power. So the battery slips nicely in there, and again I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's my fingertip there, there's a packing piece to hold it in place. So the battery will be nicely secured in the tray. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, that will do. I'm going to actually make sure this battery tray is, by design, the only thing that's holding it in is a former that sits there and a tab that goes inside, and then something down the front. I can't remember exactly what. But what I'm going to do is actually put some triangulation in on the bottom of the formers and the bottom of that, well, around this area here. It's all well and good making sure the battery's secure in the tray, but if the tray isn't secure in the model, the batteries are going to flop around inside the tray and be in the model, no, loose in the model. So what goes in where here? That goes in there. Some out. I have had it in here. doesn't go any other way. It can't go any other way because this tab's in the way. Okay, smart ass. Right, where's the... That sits there. And that sits there. I think. Yeah, so I need some triangulation underneath all of that. What are you doing there? Why are you taking the one?
I want to.
It's ready to glue in.
Didn't do it when I was stripping the model.
Sorry, yeah?
Didn't do it when I was stripping the model.
I'm not actually going to be able to get much triangulation in it.
Don't know if Kenny remembers this model.
Oh my god.
This one.
You won't remember it from the undercarriage. Right, so over there should be 5mm bolts, longish ones.
Silver ones.
Yeah, but how long are they, Ewan? That's the. There's got to be cap head as well.
That's the ones.
Are they cap head?
Don't think so.
No, that's not the ones then, is it? That looks like them. Yeah, these are foam wheels.
Yeah, you said they'll do.
Well, they will do, but I might be using those ones. Have we got any other ones that are actually rubbery ones?
These ones.
Right. Well, what we have to do is drill them out to that size. Yeah. So if you can strip them down, we have to drill them out.
How desperately do you need them?
Well, if you want to actually achieve it, I think. What's the noise is for?
I was thinking about what I'd get for my birthday. I was thinking big wheels for the farm barn thing.
Oh, we've got big wheels for that somewhere. I've bought them. I've already planned this out. It's either 5-inch balloon wheels, I think. Go for that. There should be more than enough. Yeah, I was actually considering the Genesis as well. What I want to do with that. I don't know if it's going to be quicker to do the Genesis or better to do the Genesis than the Farmhand.
What would you fly more?
I don't know. I really don't know. Right, so you need to find a 5mm drill bit or something that's very close to it. Oh! Where's the vernier?
The what?
The vernier, I said.
What's that? We could also ask on here what people would like to see more.
Sorry, say that again?
Could also ask on here what people would like to see more in Genesis or a farm barn.
Well, they probably don't know what they are, to be honest. They might know what the Genesis is. Right, have a drill piece.
I want to do my cap.
Yep, wobbly as hell. Excellent. Nothing. So we now need 5mm hardware, so 5mm washers and stiff nuts. Are they the only 5mm bolts we've got? They're going to be quite long.
Yeah, they're only 5mm stuff, except for those silver ones as well.
Okay. Right. So, as I said, those of you that are just joining us, welcome. Could I have the pack of Allen keys, please? Another red handle pack. Yes, welcome. We're not doing anything too exciting tonight. We're just what? Yeah. We're just slowly trying to put this waterfall together. Has anybody's got any questions or wants to know anything about what's going on, just let us know.
Or what videos you want to see next?
Yeah, any videos or content that you'd like to see or have filmed or anything like that.
Can I just rub in also?
No, put them in. There's a over there. There's a blue and white tub behind the Quality Street tub. For now, stick them in there. So at the moment, all I'm trying to do is get some wheels with axles and have them bolted onto this Watt4 undercarriage. As I said, the wheels that come with the kit are very cheap foam tired things and they get destroyed.
Especially if you're on concrete.
Especially if you're on concrete or tarmac, yeah. So we're putting some rubber tyres on. Crikey, we've been on here nearly an hour already. And we've achieved nothing.
Yes, we have.
Oh, yeah.
Just not very much. We discovered that the undercarriage and that we need to fix some stuff because you miscalculated.
Some stuff. We need to fix some stuff.
Yep.
Is that your technical assessment? One wobbly wheel. Very wobbly wheel.
Okay.
Won't be on it very long anyway.
What?
Because it'd be flying, not wheeling along the ground. Right, 3 washers on that side. You're right.
Yes, midgy.
Yeah, you could do Kenny, but a bit late now.
What's that? What is that?
What does it say?
1/4" drive. Oh.
Ocket, yeah, it's meant to say socket.
Oh.
You could actually get me that 8mm spanner that's shining us in the face and possibly move these boxes.
What training one of these?
8mm spanner, which is what I said.
6.
No, 8.
Flat. But it did fit
It's a different nut. Socket set for Christmas. The old man's wrists won't take much more. Can you get a power socket or electric air-driven ratchet? Electric air-driven ratchet? I don't think there is such a thing. Electric ratchet. Somewhere there, Ewan. In that drawer, 8mm socket. 8mm spanner. Why don't you bend down and get a bit closer to it so you can actually see?
I can't see them.
I had it. I found it in seconds.
I know, but you find everything in seconds.
So do we.
Mum finds it in 0.0 seconds.
You hidden it down there.
No, I haven't.
Where's it gone? There, once there's 8 on it.
Did you not use a shifter last time?
Yeah, but I'm using this so I can do it quicker. 8mm to 1/4 inch. Put it on a drill. Yeah, but
What have you got?
the nylox.
What's that?
Nylock nuts. There's nylon insert in there to make them stiff.
Oh.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So they're stiff, so they don't come undone. If you put them on too quick, the nylon melts.
So is that why they're shiny?
What?
These?
Why are they shiny? What do you mean?
Because the nylons on the...
No. The coating's been worn off.
I think the next thing after, have you posted the beaver videos?
No.
Any of them?
Yeah, some of them.
I think after the beaver, let's should either be the cat,
What should be the cap?
the next thing, big model that we do,
Right.
should be the cat or the bulldog, the Watt 6, the Stomp, and whatever you want to do.
Just a few things that we want to get done there. Yeah, so as you might gather, there's a lot of projects that we want to do alongside everything that's going on. Kits are being done. Work is, I mean, I'm imminently going back away to work. Not exactly sure when yet. Plus I've got some other projects on the go which I can't talk about or film just now.
We could do some cheap hacks.
Some what?
Cheap hacks.
What do you mean cheap hacks?
The cheap hack videos.
Like what?
Just a series of cheap hacks.
Alright. What about cheap hacks?
And do like a series of making them good.
kind of doing that just now. This is a what for, which is a hack, isn't it?
No, I mean a cheap hack. This is an expensive hack that took ages to find.
Yes, this is going to be an expensive hack. So get me a decent size Phillips.
Long one, short one.
It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Okay.
Long one.
Does it fit in there neatly? That's too small. I can see that already. Modelling done, Kenny? Greenlee ready to go yet?
Eagle, whatever it's called.
Sorry?
That'll work. That's the good thing about ARTFs.
What?
That you can do them in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Fly it next week.
Yeah. Sorry?
Bloody things.
Sorry?
Annoying things.
Haven't got a clue, Kenny. It always was December. No, sorry. It was always the first or second week in October, I believe. And then the AGM was November. But I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about when it's going to be. Probably best to send Colin a message, see what he has to say for himself. They can go in the wheel drawer for a lighter weight. They can go back in the wheel drawer. A throttle system for Zenoa 62. That sounds ominous.
What?
Really? It just needs a linkage? Are you talking about a bell crank or something?
It's like when you get a new pair of shoes and they look massive. It's the wheels compared to us.
Yeah. That'll be fine. So yeah, let's get in there. It's on its wheels now.
Could do them.
What?
Solder them.
No, because I have to do that over there. Oh, I probably don't want on film us trying to solder that. Tell you what, it's getting windy outside, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think it's meant to be quite windy tomorrow as well.
Is it?
I think so.
Alright. Right, so what we're going to do now? Are we going to... I'm making it stronger. Everything's too high now. Why'd you let me put the wheels on? Right, in the... Oh, where's it going to be? Scrap.
Got it.
Pulley for cable. Pulley? Pulley?
Oh, wank things.
Pulley for cable on servo. Custom design. Custom designed clip on something on carb. Yeah, no, not that yet. Well, it might be that, but that's not wrong. I think I know what you're on about, Kenny. I think you can actually buy an off-the-shelf bell crank and just have a straight bell crank for it. That's what I did, I seem to remember. I know you can get them for 38s anyway, because I've got two set in the drawer over there. Right, where have I got some scrap triangle? Pulley, yeah, I knew what I meant. Yeah. Actually, I do know where I've got some scrap triangle. No, that's a new triangle. Ta-da! Scrap triangle.
It's not very scrap.
Well, it is.
Well, it's getting used.
It's getting used now, but it was for that, which I don't need.
Is that just that now?
Sorry?
Is that now?
What?
Is it known as that?
Yeah, yeah. So I need a piece that's going to be that wide.
Need to design that.
Right, there's no space here now. Where's that? So see if this fits. Oh. Not quite. What?
An hour and 2 minutes.
What is?
20. How long have we been going for?
Yeah.
20 minutes ago. It's been about nearly an hour. Doesn't feel like that long.
Done that wonky. Right, that's actually not the glue I want to use. That one goes now. How am I going to get this in here?
Like that.
No, it's all blocked up.
What's the playbacks on there?
What's the what?
It says playbacks on there, what's that?
Not sure. What are you doing now? Sorry?
Getting the fin.
Why? Sorry, bro, you got my belly in the way just now, but I can't actually see in here otherwise. Also, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on the sound, but where we are, we're relatively close to, well, those that don't know where we live, we're relatively close to an airport. It's about 3.5, 4 miles away as the crow flies. It is.
From here to Prestwick it's 12 miles.
No, it's not as far as that to the airport. Anyway, we're not that far from an airport, and at the moment we've got a RF C-17 flying around. It's been flying around here quite regularly over the last few months. I believe they're doing training missions using it as a relatively quiet airport. Right, so that's triangle in there as well. So if I use that cut piece that way, it might actually support it. Yeah, that'll work. So some this glue. Well, Kenny, if it's still you that's there, you're the only one watching just now.
Oh.
Well, there was only one person watching, there's now 3.
Maybe one day it'll be 10,000.
I doubt it, Ewan. I don't do exciting stuff for that many viewers.
Well, this is exciting and great.
Kenny's still there. So he's one of the few that are... Oh, now I've glued that in the wrong place. Do what, sorry?
10,000.
A bit more glue in and around that, I think. So yeah, all I'm doing just now is putting some supports in for the battery tray or box or whatever you want to call it. So it was a bit lacking in that department. And now there's no glue coming out. I just keep on getting blocked up. Right, I don't understand this. I've literally just unblocked that.
I'd spray kicker into it or something.
Have you seen me spray kicker into it?
Not really been paying attention. Keep looking at.
Is there any kicker here? Is there any kicker here?
I don't know what models were. Not that.
Right, so it's coming out now. So those of you that follow the channel on a regular basis, or even those of you that don't follow on a regular basis, you might well be aware that we are working our way through the SAS Ranger kits, bringing them back. The first batch of blobs went out a while ago now. There's been a bit of toing and froing before we can get the next batch out, but I'm happy to say they should be with me very soon. If you're watching this and your name's been down on the waiting list, you'll want to get a notification before anybody else, or should I say before the public announcement gets made, to give you the opportunity to get in there first. If there is a mass influx of orders for them, obviously there's only so many kits in this batch. I am planning on another batch straight after, and that batch after as well will have the powered blobs in it as well. For those of you that don't know what a powered blob is, my friendly assistant here will go and grab one for us.
Soap soda or?
When I said powered blob, one blob, one piece model, 14-inch span, 15 IC at the front, handy little sports model, go really well.
Soap as well.
Yeah, if anybody wants one, have a look at nglmodelling.co.uk. You might not see them on there, they're only there when they're in stock. If you want information, you can also go to our Facebook page, which is just NJR Modelling on Facebook. There's other designs coming as well. The Thing is being redone. The Apache's getting done. The Aggressor's getting done. The Ace, Starjet Glider and Power. So the Thing is going to be in the 1, 1.5 and 2 metre spans. Can you, once you've done that, Ewan, can you pass me a fuselage out of there? A good one.
Did you?
So yeah, we've got the pre-production samples of the fuselages.
That's an Apache.
Yep. As you said, this is an Apache coming into shot just now.
Your phone isn't charging.
Don't worry about it, Ewan. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. That's a fiberglass Apache fuselage, carbon reinforcing around the, should we say, the weaker areas. 180 grams, I think, for the fuselage. And alongside that, so that was the Apache. Alongside that is the Aggressor. So a much wider chord model. So these are the pre-production samples that I've had done. Very, very impressive. I said they're both about 180 grams each. So it's got the carbon reinforcing where it needs it. The Apache is going to be the first one done as a kit, but it's not going to happen quickly. There's only one mould for each design, which means it's going to take about, very roughly, a week for one fuselage to be made. So I could do like one of each, one Aggressor, one Apache a week, but I don't want to overstretch ourselves, so what I'm going to do is do them in batches again, probably batches of 5. As soon as I know the costs of the kits, I'll open the waiting list for them, and that'll be a first come first served. As soon as the kit's available, the next person on the list will be offered it. I won't be taking deposits. Being on the waiting list won't be a commitment to buy, it just means you get notified first. So that's what's happening with that. It's not getting this what for done, is it?
No.
Is there anything you lot want to know? Anything, any questions or comments or any video, anything you want videoed, anything that we've done that you'd like to see more of?
Flying videos.
Ewan keeps on saying flying videos. The problem I have with that is the camera equipment we've got isn't the best for doing that sort of filming. It's much better for close-up stuff, sort of like this. But if that's what you want to see, let us know. You know, it's something we could aim towards. Get better equipment or different equipment. There's other projects that, well, Kenny, if you're still watching, you know what sort of projects I've got in here. There's plenty that we can be filming. It's just a case of working out what's going to be best to film. As I said, there's the one project that I am working on I would love to share with you, and I'm looking at it right behind the camera right now. It's going to be fun. It's not general aero modelling, put it that way, but it is something that flies. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Something totally new, something totally different. Basically, I've been charged with building a scale version of it, for testing the flight control system. And then once that's proven and working, we're building one that's a lot bigger. But unfortunately I can't film it, I can't bring it to you yet. We will be filming all of the test flights for our own purposes, for analysis. But as and when I get told, I might be able to bring it to you, I don't know. Just have to wait and see. But that's taken up a lot of my time. a lot more space as well. I'm also hoping, kind of got my fingers crossed, soon I'll be able to start building the shed out the back. Again, those of you that know where we live and seen the workshop, I'm planning on building a shed right across the back of the garage, so that everything, well, basically from, yeah, where Ewan's pointing out, bikes, garden equipment, lawn mowers, yeah, everything garden will be going in the shed. Plus I'll be able to store other things in there as well, just to create more space out here. Which would give us more space for projects and building and kit making, etc. It's amazing how big hula hoops get. Sorry Kenny, you've lost me on that one.
What type of hula hoops?
I suspect it means ones that you spin around your waist, not ones you stick down your throat. I don't know.
Could be where we started and where we're going.
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. So yeah, if there's anybody that wants to see anything in particular, just have to let us know, whether it's now in the chat or if you're watching this back later on in the comments below.
Crispy ones.
Crispy ones. Well, that said, you're talking about hula hoops. I have got barbecue sauces. Do you like them, Ken? Because I do. I thought as much. I've just put my arm in super glue. I felt it burn on the inside. It's gone through there, look.
Why did it burn?
But it burnt my skin. I felt it go through. Because I put super glue on there, I leant across it.
Why did it burn?
Because it got hot as it touched my skin.
Why did it get
As
hot?
it cures. It's just what super glue does.
So you've now got a blister?
No, I haven't.
Yes,
Well,
you did.
there is.
No.
Where?
Here.
No, that's a mole, Ewan.
Oh.
There, but a red mark there. Anyhow, I've just burnt myself on super glue. So top tip for today. Yeah, you can start. Top tip for today is don't put your arm in super glue that you put on the bench. No, I am.
No.
What about FPV? Is that flight test or fight test? Sometimes it could be a fight.
Very good.
What?
Could see if we.
What?
Could see if we can get the spec ones.
What I have been thinking, some of the bigger models, is putting the little, what do you call it?
GoPro?
No, not a GoPro, the smaller thing. The run cam. Putting the run cam on models to get airborne footage. So do you mean you and following the model?
Yeah, that would do it. You know how in flight test they use drones to follow models?
Yeah, we haven't got a drone.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean, Kenny, no, me test flying and somebody else following, it's something I had thought about, but we haven't got a drone to do it.
Do it with different models.
What I had thought about doing was doing FPV. How can I word this? Doing it with the Bixlers first, doing flying FPV and having the run cam on, and following me flying a Bixler, just for something different. So we get air-to-air footage and almost exactly what Ewan sees while flying.
FPV. Well, flying FPV.
Yeah, because we can't actually, I'm trying to think, we can't, at the moment, with what we have, we can't record the direct FPV feed. Unless we had it coming to another DVR, which I don't think we have got.
Or
Anyway, something to think about.
Or put the run cam on it because it works completely fine.
Yeah, the only thing with that, we just have to figure out with the CG change. It's doable, we can figure it out.
Probably should put it back.
These are good. Oh, one thing I do want to do more is getting out slope soaring. And I know you said, Kenny, I keep on looking down here as if you're down here, but you're not, you're up there. You wanted to try and get out slope soaring more. Have you got a slope soarer just now? I can't remember. I think you got a wild thing.
A Zaggy.
Or Zaggy or something.
He gave one to Blue.
Yeah, so I think he's got something anyway. But yeah, we want to get out. I've got 2 slope soarers I can think of that I want to film again.
I've got one that wants to be finished.
What?
Fling a thing.
The what?
Fling a thing.
What are you on about? Oh, the SAS thing, yeah. So yeah, Ewan's on about the non-EPP thing. That needs radioed up, checked and titivated, make sure it's good for a slope. We will be building 2 Apaches for ourselves. I have got an Apache up there, which I might be able to get some radio into and get it flying sooner rather than later. If anyone's wondering what an Apache is, go onto YouTube, search Soarhead Sailplanes or SAS Apache. John Woodfield's got a couple of good videos of one flying. He's also got one of the slope soaring blob flying as one of our kits.
Pretty sure it's bright yellow or green.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's yellow or green, but it is bright. Yeah, and it was actually kit number 1. He had the very first one. I think he built it in something like 2 days.
John's like that though.
Yeah, John builds really quickly. So if you happen to be watching this, John, your Fresh Breeze is still sitting in the box. It will be built sooner or later. We are hoping to do kits of certainly that design of John's, the Ocean Breeze. It's a lightweight, vintage style, 2-channel, 80 inch span, I think it is. So it's quite a good size.
Same size the Halo.
Yeah, it's a good size glider, easy build, all built up construction. I've got the pre-production kit sat there. Haven't got any prices on it yet at all. But I think it's going to be a good aeroplane. Just need to clear the decks of a few things and then we can make a start on it. Again, it won't take long to do it, long to build it. What were you going to say, sorry?
I was going to say, what slope soars do I have for? Because I know I've got the 2 wild thing jiggies.
Well, that's the only ones you bought at the moment.
I thought I had another something.
There's plenty of slope soarers you can fly, but there's not necessarily many slope soarers that you own.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
No, I thought the Sonata is just on a box.
Yeah, that's up there.
I thought that I'd bought something else.
We're going to build one of the Apaches for you, aren't we?
Mm.
And I want to do an Ace as well when it comes to it. So we're going to have a fair selection. Oh, you've got your Spitfire?
Yes, that. I want to fly that.
Yeah. So Ewan's got a PSS Spitfire. You need to check your Facebook.
My Facebook is upstairs charging on my bed.
Is it urgent, Kenny? Or can it wait till we finished here?
Could be your Facebook.
No, cause, well, I can check my Facebook here just now, Kenny, if need be. I don't know what I'm checking, but...
I will be 1 second.
Yeah. My Facebook's now crashed. Excellent. Yep, Facebook has got a problem. Not sure what the problem is. Okay, well he's gone to get his phone anyway, Kenny. So yeah, this isn't getting the Water 4 done. This is kind of what I expected, to be honest. Me rambling away about not much, not achieving much. So yeah, so those of you that are watching this, whether it be now or playing it back later on, if your name is down for the blobs, you should hopefully get a message sooner rather than later regarding them. Yeah, they've probably pulled the plug on it again, Kenny, for some reason. The other kits, I'm not putting out waiting lists for them at all yet until I know prices of them. I do still have right here, out of shot, a pile of Mirus kits. If anybody's wanting a Mirus, they're on the website. What the hell is that? Oh, is that what Kenny's... Okay. Okay, Kenny, I think we might have to talk about this bell crank idea. Because I think we agreed a long time back, there's a principle, a KISS principle. And that doesn't seem to be following the KISS principle. Unless I'm not really understanding how it works.
Can't remember what KISS stands for.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. You told me that the other week.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just having a bit of a ramble just now, aren't we? We're not actually getting anything done.
Well, what is there to get done that we can do safely and not get demonetised for people saying that I'm not wearing safety glasses?
Well, we can't get demonetised because we're not monetised in the first place. So that can't happen.
Demonetised then. Is that it?
We could stick the battery tray in, but I need to have a think about how that's going to be done properly. Or how it's going to... Or what?
We could keep talking about random stuff.
Yeah. Just while I think about it as well, just going back to the blob kits that are coming sooner or later, I've actually got 2 videos ready to press go on what's in the kit. I think it goes through everything that's in the kit, describing what's there. So if you're unsure whether or not to buy one, it'll give you an idea of what you're buying. I plan to do that for all the kits, as and when they get released as such. I don't know about anybody else, but whenever I buy something like that, I want to know what I'm buying. I don't just want to buy an empty box, not an empty box, a blank box, and not have a clue what I'm actually buying. Things like the ARTF Watt 4s, they've been around for so long, I've seen so many, I've flown so many of them, I know what to expect. But if it's a new kit that I've not played with before, how good's the hardware in it? What's the quality of the cutting like? Things like that. And that's what I would do, so I'd expect somebody else to do that. Hopefully in the videos that I've done, that comes across and can be shown. And again, if anybody's got any queries, comments, emails, whatever, I can get an answer to.
Could we put the powered ace wing on that glider like next time we go?
Not sure. I could possibly try it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about it, to be perfectly honest. There's no reason why it shouldn't fit at all. What we will have to do is put its original wing on. We're just hanging up there is the Ace 2-channel slope soarer. There's a video which I did recently. You can go back through the back catalogue after this video and find. We're flying up at Fairley. Ewan's just asked if we can swap the aileron wing from the powered Ace onto that fuselage. There's absolutely no reason I can think of why it won't work. The only thing we would have to do is measure the CG, mark the CG with
CG dot.
original wing.
A little red dot.
Might be, yeah. Mark the CG with the original wing and then put the other wing on and see if the CG is in the same place. It should be, because I think the servo is towards the front of the wing.
Can't remember.
It's normally in the thickest part of the wing.
Still can't remember.
But we'd have to make sure that, pardon me, that it's all balanced right.
because I think it'll be more enjoyable to fly with that wing.
Yeah.
Be able to do a bit more,
Yeah, it probably will be.
and be able to fly it in a bit stronger wind.
Well, not necessarily stronger wind, but you'd have certainly have more control over it. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. We could do that. I want to get up there again. We're looking above your heads in the ceiling just now. I want to get up there and get the Apache down.
I want to get a Spitfire down.
Well, no, we don't need to get.
Battery.
Yeah, we don't need to get everything down until we actually go and fly. But I know the Apache's got to have radio gear put in it. Your Spitfires charge it and fly it.
So you got
Yeah, charge it and fly it. Okay. If we're getting the Apache down, we might as well get the wing down for that and experiment with that.
the wings of it.
Yeah, but we need to get the 2-channel wing down.
Oh, I thought that was the.
That's the 2-channel wing up there.
Places. I meant
The 2-channel wings up there,
Yeah.
and the Ace wing.
underneath what for?
What?
Up top.
Up top.
Where the sleeping bag drops down.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can see that. Yeah. No, is it? That's not the 2-channel.
Yes, it is.
That's the 2-channel wing.
Yes.
So that's the 3-channel wing up there.
Yes. What?
Which one's where's the powered wing?
Up there.
Right. So that's the 4-channel wing. Yeah. So we want to put the 4-channel wing onto the 2-channel fuselage and see if it works.
Yes.
Right. Confusion over.
Which I think it will.
Yeah. You don't have to be mad to be here, but it helps. Right, so the next question is, do I glue this in? Is there any reason why I shouldn't glue this in?
Yes.
What?
Don't know. Is that piece of wood dry?
Oh yeah, that'll be dry by now.
Let's see what it is. Got the window gliders as well.
What do you mean?
You need to fly them.
Yeah.
Starjet.
What do you mean, Starjet? You can't just say random words
Well, you know.
and have me know what you're on about.
Well, you know what the Starjet is, and we've only got one.
Yeah. Right, you're confusing me again, Ewan.
I got that to fly, change, possibly. I don't know.
That's going to be very difficult to change to how I want it to be, so it's going to be a case of building a new one. Why is that not going in? What am I missing here? That should sit further down. There's a big gap underneath it. Is it? No. Right, I'm trying to point to what I'm on about. See here, look. There's a big gap underneath there. Is that meant to be a big gap underneath there?
Yeah, yes, it is. Because there's a Starjet there.